pen gangsta here. Just taking some time to visit Naples, Italy, and check out all the beautiful things that this city has to offer. All the arts and the food and the pens. That's right, you saw it. Oh, hold on. Hey, Woody, you can use these now. Like I was saying, Leonardo Officina Italiana is located here in Naples, Italy. In fact, that's where these pens are made. And I got one here to show you today. Now, what's interesting about this pen is that it is actually an exclusive to Pen Chalet, which is located in Arizona. So how did I get it here over in Naples, Italy? I'll let you figure out that mystery. This is the newest addition to Pen Chalet's lineup of exclusive Leonardo pens that they have going on right now. And the ones I do have at the moment before I unbox this baby is I have the Momento Zero with, and they all have black caps, and also the black blind cap. Gosh, is that what it's called? Blind cap, whatever. So that's pretty much the color scheme they're doing. So I have the one with the orange, and I also have the one with the rosewood barrel. Beautiful pens, right? Great. And that, you know, I can't wait to see what this one looks like. So this is actually the first time I'm seeing it. I haven't even opened it. I've been waiting to film this to unbox it, just so it's a surprise for everybody. It's in this iridescent, I guess it's just a sleeve. It's an iridescent sleeve, and so you slip that off, and then you have the actual logoed black box. A simplistic box to house a beautiful pen. So I'm gonna open this first and let's check this out. So opening up the box, on the inside, there is once again the Leonardo Officina Italiana logo. Also some paperwork. So let's take the paperwork away. Of course, describes the Momento Zero collection. And we have the pen itself. Comes in a plastic sleeve over it, you know, to protect it from while it's making its big journey from Italy to the United States. So right now we're in Italy. I imagine that the material of the barrel is actually meant to mimic the appearance of the Mediterranean Ocean. It's the turquoise itself. It has rather a greenish tone to it. It's like a green blue. Take off the cap, and there's a nice nib there. It's kind of a gunmetal color. You can see that. This one's actually number 10 out of 250 pens made. Open it up, and of course it comes with, it doesn't come with a converter. Wow, all of my pens that I've gotten from Leonardo have come with a converter. This one has no converter. Well, that's disappointing. And it's not in the box itself. So yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Every Leonardo Officina pen I've ever had, here's the rosewood one also, has always had converter. So this one does not. Wow, it makes me wonder, does the blind cap open? It does, but it just has no converter. So what I'm gonna have to do is take one of the converters from my other pens so I can ink it up, see how this thing works. Now I will give Leonardo this. It's come a long way. The first pen I got from Leonardo, it was from the Momento Zero collection. It was the Blue Hawaii. And the pen was rather disappointing. It was beautiful. It's a beautiful pen. In fact, I have it here. Yes, I just so happen to have a pen case here in Naples with me just because. It's a Blue Hawaii with the gold trim. This is the very first Leonardo pen I ever bought. And the one problem I had with it was my nib didn't work. I filled up the pen, started writing with it, and it's like nothing. Very disappointing because I spent about 200 bucks for this pen. After I took it upon myself to tune it, I actually tuned the nib myself. Very easy to do with micro mesh and brass shim. Now the one pen I haven't been able to solve the problem with, and this is the pen that actually the color of the acrylic for the Fiore is very similar to this, although this has more green in it, which looks more like the ocean to me. It's very, very pretty. That being said, I'm still talking about the nibs here. This nib, however, which is one of the first stub nibs, I guess it's one of the first stub nibs that were coming out with these Leonardo pens, the Fiore. This was my second pen that I got from Leonardo. Again, it's a stub, and it didn't work. I still can't tune it to get it to work today, unfortunately. So I don't really get to use this pen very often. I've been thinking about switching out the nibs myself, and I just might still. Or just taking the whole unit apart myself, which of course will void my warranty. I haven't done it yet, but I'm just saying that's what I've been thinking about doing, because it's like, I have this gorgeous pen that I cannot use. That being said, I'm kind of curious to see, because this is a newer pen, if the nib works okay on here. Now, the rosewood nib worked great, right out of the box. I didn't have to tune this or anything. However, the orange barrel pen I did have to tune to get it to work. Again, micro mesh, brass shim. There's another thing that's going on at Pen Chalet right now. If you buy a Leonardo pen, they're giving away free Leonardo ink with it, which is kind of cool. And I want to show you this, the box. It also comes in the kind of iridescent sleeve. But I've never seen, I was a graphic designer back in the day, and I still have a deep appreciation for design and packaging. And so I really enjoyed the simplicity of this packaging and also the presentation of how you get to the ink. So it's really cool. It actually it's kind of like origami. It folds in, and then inside is the ink. Yeah, it's really cool. And it's actually a nice big size bottle of ink. I got the black, and it's full size ink, 40 milliliter. And I really do like their ink, actually. I've used it quite a bit. I probably use this black a lot, actually, a lot for my pens, especially with drawing. So I do ink my pens a lot with the Leonardo black. So their inks are actually really, really nice. In fact, I've got some samples here of some of the other offerings they have. We've got green, sepia, purple, turquoise, and red passion. And they're great inks, beautiful colors, highly saturated, great flow. I haven't experienced any problems with their inks whatsoever. It's just the pen nibs. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to take one of my converters from this pen. In fact, I'll just go ahead and take this converter from my rosewood pen. Oh, another thing, I'll just show you this. I'll show you with the rosewood. So here's another thing that is really nice about the Leonardo pens, is that they usually do come with a converter, and they do something, they actually screw in to the pen itself, so it's very secure. And I like that. Another brand does that, and it is Monteverde pens, and Conklin pens do that. And I do appreciate that because they actually work really nicely. I haven't had any ink accidents with that. All right, so now I'm going to put this converter into the new pen so I can ink it up and do a writing sample. So go ahead and screw that in. Isn't that fun? All right, so next thing I'm gonna do is ink up the pen, but before I do that, I'd like to take a moment to look at a new product from Lochby. It's a maker of really cool kind of rugged journaling materials. They do have like an A5 journal out there. I don't have that here with me. But what I do have is their newest edition, which is the 3x5 journal cover. It has a place for your pen, and I do find it a little tight, but it does work. The cool thing is that as tight as this is, I know that my pen, it's not gonna fall out. But I also have the option, if necessary, I could also put it over here, which has a little more wiggle room. And again, it's such a nice snug fit that I know it's not going to just fall out. When you're gonna use something like a journal like this, an all-in-one type of thing, of course, you're gonna want something that you're not gonna lose your pen out of, but you would like a place to store your pen. Now on the other side of this cover, it's another pocket. Oop, piece of fuzz too. And this pocket is secured by Velcro. And this can fit, you know, like, I guess money, perhaps. I wouldn't say coins, although coins could probably do okay in here without falling out. Coins, maybe a small notebook, perhaps. Maybe a vial of ink, something like that. In fact, you know, I'm gonna go get some ink and a couple of things to put in here. I'll be right back. So let's see what exactly will fit in this thing. I've got a sample vial of ink. I've got my pen, my passport, got my Museum of Fine Arts Houston membership pass. We'll start with the back here. So we've got the teeny tiny applica notebook. Like, I still have this because I don't even know. Okay, it fits great. How about a sample vial of ink? Yeah, just in case you're on ink. Yep, that goes in there too. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And of course, we already showed that the pens fit there. Now, opening up the Lochby cover inside, you know what's great about this? It is actually waterproof. In fact, on the bigger journal cover, I have spilt water on this, and it is totally, like, this is totally waterproof, which is great. Now, on this side, this is where you would put your 3x5 journal. In fact, Lochby makes a 3x5 journal that fits right in there. And it doesn't, I mean, it still leaves enough room in there underneath. Like, if you wanted to stash some more paper or stuff under there, you totally can. On this side, you have, actually it looks like a little spot here, like you could probably fit a little space pen in there. And then on two sides of it, and this is where the membership card comes into play, you could actually put like your ID or your credit card in there. Also, if you are, let's say you're traveling, you have a place to put your passport, which is real nice. So, and it's in there very nice and secure. So that way you can avoid having to carry a whole bunch of stuff together. Or if you feel so inclined, you can use another 3x5 journal and have two going at the same time. Business in the front, party in the back. There you go. Great journal. I actually really enjoy the Lochby products. I think they're really cool. I think it's really nice that they could be for absolutely anybody. So the next thing I'm going to do is fill up the new Leonardo pen with black Leonardo ink. And I'm going to do a little writing sample. I ended up getting a broad nib. I actually prefer a broad nib. Get a lot of line variation from a broad nib. You can get a nice thick line using it normally, and then when you do a little reverse writing, you get a nice finer line. So I feel like I have a lot more to work with there. A nice demonstration to see how the Leonardo nib is working, and also to see how awesome the Lochby refills are. The Lochby refills are actually filled with Tomoe River paper. I've had nothing but great experiences with this paper, to be honest with you. There's no ghosting on the back. It doesn't bleed through. It's just excellent paper. All right, so here we go. Very nice for a still nib. I really enjoy it. It's not glassy smooth, but it's really smooth. There's like just the slightest amount of feedback, and it's so nice. And of course, this is on Lochby 3x5 journal refill. I can't spell. And you turn it over, and there's no bleed through. There's no ghosting. I mean, this stuff is great. Another thing about these journals is that they're not stapled either. So they stay together real nice. They're not gonna fall apart. They're just really nice and solid. I really enjoy the Lochby refills. Thanks so much for joining me here in Naples, Italy. Go check out the new Leonardo Officina Italiana pen over at Pen Chalet, Momento 0. And also take a look at Lochby.com and check out all their products. They're very useful, great for travel, waterproof, and they can fit in your pocket or in your bag. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.